Welcome to Reasonably Catholic. In Season 3, we are looking at the moral teachings of the Church. In this week, we will look at what the Church has to say about just war. Moral theologians define war as a contention carried on by force of arms between sovereign states or communities having in this regard the rights of states. St. Augustine provided the basics of what is today's Catholic teaching concerning warfare. That the concept of this state of violent conflict may be more clarified in one's mind, St. Augustine first contrasts warfare with peace, defining the latter as the tranquility of order. Peace is the unity of wills rather than an harmony of opinion. He demonstrated from the Holy Scripture that Christ did not condemn war. Further, in the Old Testament, certain wars were commanded by and directed by God Himself. Ecclesiastes 3:3 says plainly that there is a time to kill. The primary point was that peace was the goal, even if there were no other means to achieve it but by force of arms. The current Catechism of the Catholic Church, para 2309, defines the 4 conditions that must be met in order for a war to be just. As number 1, the damage inflicted by the aggressor on the nation or the community of nations must be lasting, grave, and certain. Number 2, all other means of putting an end to it must have been shown to be impractical or ineffective. Number 3, there must be serious prospects of success. And lastly, number 4, the use of arms must not produce evils and disorders graver than the evil to be eliminated. St. Thomas added that it is not lawful for bishops or clerics to fight in a war. They may participate, but in a capacity which is consonant with their orders, such as ministering to the spiritual and medicinal needs of the soldiers. It is not right that the same hands that are consecrated to shed Christ's blood should shed the blood of men. When safeguarding the common welfare, it is lawful to conduct a just war even on Sundays and holy days. Ambushes are allowed since they are not wrong in themselves. The determination of whether a particular conflict meets the 4 conditions for a just war is left to the civil authorities. In the words of the Catechism of the Catholic Church, it says, the evaluation of these conditions for moral legitimacy belongs to the prudential judgment of those who have responsibility for the common good. In the United States, for example, that means Congress, which has the power under the Constitution to declare war, and the President, who can ask the Congress for a declaration of war. The injury or killing of an innocent during war is always forbidden. However, if a bullet goes astray or an innocent person is killed by a bomb dropped on a military installation, the Church recognizes that these deaths are not intended. With modern weaponry, however, the calculation changes because governments know that the use of nuclear bombs, for instance, will always kill or injure some who are innocent. Following St. Thomas, further refinements were made of this basic tenet. Despite development, St. Thomas's ideas remain the foundation for the discussion of a just war. This has been evident in the current debate within the Catholic circle over whether or not the United States war in Iraq is just. So, was that reasonable? Let us know in the comment section below this video. And until the next week, bye.